you. Appreciate y'all for stopping in with me, man. Like I said, this last week, because of that Luigi Mangione thing, we've been, the smaller channels, we got throttled, man. You can't get nothing out right now. You know what I'm saying? The only choice is to go on the vertical feed because you can catch people on the shorts feed. But everybody's talking about that and that Jay-Z thing. So, but anyway, this is a lawsuit got filed after somebody dropped a murder charge.
Awaiting trial for a crime you did not commit. That's what a Houston man is claiming happened to him. Fox 26's Abigail Dye has an exclusive for us here tonight. It's an interview with Jeffrey Archangel, who was charged and arrested for capital murder. Abigail.
Anthony, it is not rare when we hear criminals claim they didn't do it. But Archangel, he's been saying that since the day that he turned himself in. Prosecutors eventually dropped all the charges against him, but not because they believed he was innocent. And now he's suing the city and two Houston police officers for the years that he spent behind bars.
Explain, Abigail. I want to know what you're talking about.
I was there and I know who did it.
So Jeff Archangel had activist Quanell X accompany him while he turned himself in.
Uh-oh, Quanell.
I'm innocent. I did not do this, and I know exactly what happened.
Meet Jeffrey Archangel.
What happened?
This is somewhere I never thought I'd be standing in front of. Never thought I'd go to jail for 4 years of my life for a capital murder. Of course.
The Harris County District Attorney charged him with robbery and capital murder in 2017. Did you have anything to do with this murder?
Not at all.
And do you consider yourself completely innocent?
Completely.
February 22nd of 2017, Javier Flores and his mom, Hilda Vasquez, were working at a Subway on Broadway when police say two armed robbers stormed in. One pointed a gun at Vasquez, and Flores jumped in front of his mom, sacrificing himself to save her. Hours later, police say the robbers hit a second Subway. This robbery caught on security video. Archangel was charged with robbery in this case.
We got letters in the mail saying that I needed an attorney to represent me because I had a case for aggravated robbery. I'm not even believing it, to tell you the truth. I'm just like, nah, it's a mistake.
A month later,
it's like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I hear my mom scream, "They have you on TV for capital murder." And I'm like, what?
Damn.
Archangel turned himself in, maintaining he had nothing to do with the killing.
I want to say that I'm innocent. I did not do this, and I know exactly what happened.
All right, now, why are they coming looking for you if you didn't do nothing at all at any point in time? Like, did he rob somebody? I think they said did he get a robbery charge? So was he a robber? And they charged him with the murder? Like, you know what? I'm gonna let this continue because I'm confused. Anybody in the comments has already heard this story. Please let me know because I don't know. How do you get murder charges if you didn't murder nobody? How do you get like somebody looking at you for that unless it's a mistaken identity is what I'm saying. So I don't know. We're going to find out.
Court documents say Houston police got a tip.
There's a Crime Stoppers tip that says Derek Welch robbed and killed this young man, and he's staying at this address on Spicewood.
Welch was dating Archangel's sister, and they all three lived in that same apartment together.
He didn't have a place to stay, and so he was staying there at the time.
According to court records, officers went to the apartment and saw a car matching the suspect's vehicle. Welch answered the door. Inside, police found a gun matching the shell casings from the murder scene. Welch was questioned and released, telling investigators Archangel was involved. Then, the victim from the second Subway robbery identified Archangel in a photo lineup. It seemed like an airtight case, but not for long. So what changed? Stick around, I'll have that for you in 90 seconds. The capital murder case against Jeffrey Archangel was starting to fall apart. As his defense attorney dug into the evidence, they found plenty of holes. The story continues now.
The police department, they tried to frame him.
Attorney Mike Fosher says Archangel was larger and older than the description of the suspects. And the photo lineup used to identify him was deceitful.
When we got the photo spread, Jeffrey at the time was 25 years old, but the police used a driver's license picture that when he was 16 years old.
According to the HPD manual, they could have had an in-person lineup, they could have had a video lineup.
They could have used a more recent picture, like when he was arrested. Why didn't they use that?
Fosher says the car found contained no trace of Archangel's DNA.
Jeffrey's DNA was not in the car. It was Derek Welch's.
And his attorneys say the
That's
security video also proves Archangel's innocence, specifically where you can see the killer's hands.
Both robbers. On the video, they both put their hands on the counter where you could see the back of their hand. They did not have any tattoos.
Looking at this photo from Archangel's social media from January of 2017, you can see black tattoos covering the back of his right hand. Archangel says when he was being interrogated, police showed him this robbery video.
I'm like, that's not my right hand. And I show him. I'm like, there's no tattoo on that
First of
hand.
all, how
When
you
you saw that, that's not.
Wait a second, man. If this is the footage, I don't see no faces in the footage. How can you determine somebody's a person by just their hand? Like maybe the shirt, maybe if you can find the same shirt that they had, but how does a hand, unless there's a specific tattoo on it, tell anything? I don't know.
And I show him. I'm like, there's no tattoo on that hand.
When we saw that, that's not Jeffrey. That is not Jeffrey. We felt that Derek Welch was the shooter.
In February of 2018, Welch was killed in a shootout. Archangel sat in jail for another 3 years until he was let out on bond in May of 2021.
Skylar, was this your first time ever being in jail?
Yeah, first time.
Wow.
First time. For the worst thing you could probably go to jail for. Crazy.
In September of 2022, the state dropped all charges. This court document shows the reason for dismissal: a missing witness.
Which was the person that actually snitched on him.
They knew that the police didn't have a case against Jeffrey, but they kept pursuing it, which ended up being a frame-up. We really appreciate the DA's dismissing the case, which they should have done, but I don't agree with the reason for the dismissal.
Fox 26 reached out to the Harris County District Attorney's Office for a more complete explanation of who that missing witness was. Was it Welch or someone else?
Welch.
A spokesperson for the
That's the
DA's
person that
office
snitched
wouldn't
on him.
elaborate, only saying the document speaks for itself. We also reached out to the police department. A spokesperson said they wouldn't comment on pending litigation.
And said, this is wrong, This is wrong. You're
I
covering
don't know,
up for
man.
the police.
I find that offensive. That as this man sits here today, on his dismissal, it says missing witness.
We go handle this like grown folk.
Archangel was building his music career at the time of his arrest. Time and a dream that he won't get back.
I'm 30 now, and the game I wanted to do, I just felt like it was a young man's game. On both sides, it was a tragedy, bro, because nobody got justice. Nobody won. Nobody wins in a situation like that. Nobody.
And that doesn't even begin to tell the story of what this man suffered.
Now he's taking action to clear his name.
We filed a lawsuit against the city of Houston, HPD, and the 2 officers who were involved. As long as officers and HPD can act with impunity, nothing's going to change.
So they
I'm not
framed
the
this
first,
dude?
and I probably won't be the last.
All right. I don't know. That's just, if that's bad, if that's all on the police, that is horrible police work. Like, that's horrible police work. How do you accidentally charge somebody with murder and then use a video camera footage that don't even show their face? With no DNA evidence. What the hell is going on? And he spent like 4 years in jail for that? And see, this is why people be acting crazy about the police, because you don't know who's who. They all wearing the same outfit. One cop is being nice. The next one is trying to frame you for capital murder. That's a lot, man. I'm going to tell you what. I wouldn't have, if I'd have gone down for a murder, right, or at least they thought of murder, that I definitely did not do, I would be in the jail wilding out the whole time. I probably would have ended up hurting somebody else. So that guy's pretty good for being able to hold it together for 3 years while they figured it out. But they didn't find him innocent. They just said that they couldn't try the case because there was a missing witness. So it doesn't necessarily say that they believe he didn't commit that crime, which is the part that's weird to me, because if they really didn't believe that, then why didn't they just drop the case and just drop the case and say that there was no evidence to the facts and get like a summary judgment or whatever that's called. So I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of this stuff don't smell right to me. Like these cases and what were they put the lady with the Jay-Z thing on TV, and they put all these people on TV in front of us, and they're like, here, believe this. Here, watch this so you can feel a certain type of way about the police. And then we start feeling a certain type of way about the police. And then what happens is when we see them, now we got to be all aggressive and shit because we expecting what we're seeing on TV. And I know enough police. I know a bunch of them. And I don't know any of them that have done anything that I would consider unethical. Not saying police don't do that, but it's just like black people. There's some bad apples, but if you put it in raw numbers, there's more non-bad apples than there are bad apples. But bad apples do a lot of bad, so it makes it seem like it's more people than that. It's a very small piece of the population. It's a small group of police officers. It's not all of them. It's the ones that's been there too long, a lot of them. They done got, like desensitized through the job. So they don't even want to do the job anymore. They're just doing it, and they're trying to find out the best way to get money and get a pension. Then there's the newer ones that really want to be honorable and help the community and all that kind of stuff. And then they get tainted by the older ones that already became grizzled and disgruntled. And then they send all of them out into the street and leave us as the public hoping that we get the encounter with the good one and not the bad one. It's a lot of pressure.